Y'all act like you never seen a white person before. Jaws over the floor like Pam and Tommy had burst in the door and started whooping her butt worse than before. First with the force, throwing over furniture. It's the return of the. Oh, wait. No, wait. Kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did he? Dr. Dre said, nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. Feminist women love Eminem. Ticka, 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 Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him. Walking around, grabbing his you-know-what, flipping the you-know-who. I probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose, but no worse than what's going on in your parents' bedroom. Green Slade, what's up, man? Today's a weird stream because I wasn't going to stream this today. I was going to stream my new game I got today, and I was supposed to do fitness stuff today, and the only non-fitness stuff I was going to do today was supposed to be Shujinko. However, Pokopia came out, and I got to tell you guys a secret about Pokopia. JoJo boxing. It's not JoJo, it's Fist of the North Star. I wish it was JoJo boxing. Oh my god. We're going to start Fist of the North Star boxing tomorrow. But anyway, Pokopia I was not very excited for and then became very excited for it because this game is made by the people who made Dragon Quest Builders, and Dragon Quest Builders is maybe one of the top best games I've ever played in my entire life. So we're going to do that. We're going to play Pokopia. I haven't played it yet. I just got home from work. I've been wanting to play it all day. I do got to give a big shout out. I think this is still on sale too. If you haven't ever seen this game, there's a little game called Hakoniwa Explorer Plus. It's like $5 in the eShop right now, and if you like pervy stuff, oh boy. I think I might actually stream this one time because this game is, well, boys. If you're a man of culture, this game is a treat for you. Probably not the greatest game of all time, but it's a treat. Anyway, Pokopia time. Everyone likes to hate on Nintendo. The reason why for the title, everyone hates Nintendo. Welcome, King. Everyone kind of just, I don't know, they dirt dog on Nintendo, they dirt dog on Pokemon. Probably they all feel like they have their own great reasons, and that's whatever. I have no problem with that. This game has really great reviews, so I'm really curious to see what all the haters do. A man of culture. King. I will play in English. Yes, I will, because as much as I would love to play in Japanese, I would spend all my time translating. Whenever you see, okay, autosave. It's a ditto. I don't hate Nintendo. I just have issues. That's fine. I'm not even knocking it. Like I said, people all have their own opinions, and they feel valid for them for whatever's reason. I didn't pick Nihongo. Here, it looks like someone needs a bit more sleep. Wake up! Get up, you gelatinous fool, you! Rise and shine, you certainly look well rested. Anyway, so I normally wouldn't care about this game at all, to be dead honest with you, but Dragon Quest Builders, like I said, is literally amazing. And if you haven't played it and you ever have the chance to play Dragon Quest Builders, 2 is better than the first one. You don't need to play the first one to play the second one. But if you have a chance to play either of them, it is some literal peak stuff. And if you don't agree with me, then we probably don't even have anywhere close to something. It's so good. Jana, welcome in. Jana, and welcome Brett, and welcome Tyler, and welcome Green. Welcome everyone. If I could, I would donate you $10. Well, I appreciate the thought. I don't need a donation of $10, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. Are you looking for something? I'm just here to play the game. I'm very excited. I just wanted to play it. And I thought I'd share it with you. Oh, a Pokedex. This model comes with a Chimera. Is this the town where you used to live? It's so pretty. I don't know, was that Pallet Town? Oh, we're not actually Ash. Ditto. But nice nice photos. Your trainer petting you. You look so happy. You remember what your trainer looked like? Oh? Oh, okay. So the choices. Looks like the Game Boy Beat Machine. Game Boy Beat Machine. Do you have any Pokemon cards? I have some. If you would like to crap your pants, I have a couple things of Breeze I could show you. But I don't know if you want to see what I have in this house. So your Pokemon trainer look like this. That red machine. Oh. So your trainer look like this? It's kind of off. Oh, no. I kind of thought maybe. Interesting. So your trainer look like this? Yeah, sure you look like. What can you tell me about your trainer? Boy, I don't know if I've ever answered someone with like, what can you tell me about your friend? And be like, well, his skin is about dark brown. Well, that's cool hair. Look at that. I like that hair. Wait, it could be green. Yeah. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, it's like... Junior, welcome in, Junior. You have some good ones. Once you got a God pack, well, that's pretty cool. That's Japan for you. I'll, not to be like a king flexer here, but I am going to show you something we have in the house. I guess that's something that's interesting. Okay, so keep in mind, I am really not trying to flex, but Bree is rather proud of this. This is factory sealed box. Never been opened. And if you know, you know. And that's all. We got a couple simple. It kind of is a little bit of a flex screen Slade if you Google that and see how much that's worth. Oh, Breeze. Breeze being the queen flex. The familiar top. Wait, do they have different names? No, they're all familiar. Familiar paint. Should we be all green? I feel like that's way too much green. I think we should offset it. Can you open it? Bree tells me that box is worth close to $10,000. So no, I don't think I'll be opening it. Okay. Just it's still creepy seeing Ditto as a human. It's kind of disturbing, isn't it? Like, we can dress him up as we please, but he's rather disturbing. I don't know why I'm putting so much thought into this. Anyway, I think that's good. I think that's what we're going to go with for now. Oh, we just have to... Wow, you're a natural at transforming. Ready to start your adventure? You've seen worse. You've seen worse. Oh, this is just like Dragon Quest Builders. This reminds me of the opening to Builders. It's a funny story. I have never flexed that ever before. I don't think we've ever been asked before. Yeah. You should do a collection video sometime. People might actually like it. Well, like the collection, the part of your collection that's like valid. My friend says you have a card worth about $100,000. What card is it? That sounds pretty great. Walking and running. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie. As a person who's massively obsessed with Dragon Quest Builders, and my expectations for this game was this would be like a 16th of what Dragon Quest Builders is, I'm already happy. I'm feeling good. What was that? Who's there? Gadzooks, what in the world is this human doing here? I don't think there are any left. I'm really curious about you. Are you really a human? I saw there's a, Bree, did you see the fan theory about this game? That this is actually, like, Pokemon's very first post-apocalyptic game that takes place after, what is the name of that Pokemon? There's some sort of Pokemon that was, like, stopped in the series at some point, but this would be, like, an alternate take on them, like, succeeding and then, like, consuming the world and removing all the humanity from it. And that Pokopia is actually, like, one of the god Pokemon. No, not Arceus. It had a name that started with an E or something. Eternius, yeah, Eternius. That sounds actually correct. It would make sense. Zyler says Goose Lord. That sounds like a Digimon. The best king! Snack? A snack? A king snack? What? Thank you so much! Yokuso Otaku, welcome to Senpai Squad. You got the Pidgey, or Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. I beat Misty last night in Leaf Green, and my Pidgey turned into Pidgeotto, which is kind of cool. Are you really a human? No. I can't lie. I like that stuff. You're a Ditto. What an impressive transformation. Owner detected. Beginning back. Battery boot up? You're doing what now? What? I want to know that card that you got that's $100,000 though. That sounds kind of cool. No. This guy in, I don't know his age, so I'm just going to say this person in chat, stated they have a card that their friend said's worth $100,000. I'm curious what card it is. Where's that sound coming from? Can you find the source? It's coming from the apple and the book. The book apple. The apple book. I found a Pokedex, so it's got a camera. That's not anything I'm interested in. So I gotta say, me and Bree were talking about this the other day, and this is totally like Dre's different than most gamers, because I get it, right? But I never have cared for camera functionality in games, like ever. Like I don't think I've ever found enjoyment like running around in the game and like taking pictures. And some of them are really good. Like I played Death Stranding and it's so good. Pokemon Snap made a lot of sense, yeah. Zyler says he has a complete inbox copy of Learn with Pokemon Typing Adventure for the DS. We were gonna buy that a couple of years ago, and I kind of regret not, because I remember it was like $100 at the time. I don't think it's near $100 anymore. I want camera functions, but that's just because I'm an artist. Well, I mean, you don't even have to be an artist, Chloe. I'm not saying that you need some sort of great justification for it. I'm just saying it was interesting because me and Bree were talking, and like people love camera functionality in video games, but I've never dug it ever before. You mean Amazon Delivery Driver Simulator? Yeah, sure, if you want to call it that. I mean, it probably had one of the greatest story lines that I've ever experienced in a video game in modern time, but outside of that, it is, yes, an Amazon Driver Simulator. I do not know someone who has one. I don't have one. Anyway, I just don't get down with them, I guess. It just doesn't, it's not pleasurable for me. But most people, it's very pleasurable for. The Pokedex I found ages ago. I want it. Is that so? I thought the Pokedex was beyond repair, but working as soon as you appeared. And Chloe, also, the money situation. I do fully agree. I think this game clocked in at almost $80 for me when I bought it digitally, and I find that to be very unacceptable. So King said that he has a Mac Champ. I know it's like calling it that for the memes. Yeah, but after tax, Chloe. After tax. It's like a $7 tax in my state. And there is tax in my state on the eShop. I know you said you don't have tax in the eShop where you're at, but in Washington state, there absolutely is. The game share is amazing. Yeah, I agree with that fully. In fact, so I took... well, the game share is separate, but I did the digital key card because I bought this digitally. Bree stayed home today while I worked, so she took I bought it digitally while she was waiting for her physical to come, and so we just gave the copy to her so she could play it all morning while she waited for her copy to come. Then when her physical copy came, she took it. And then I'm playing my digital version I bought now. And the only reason why I bought it was because, pardon me. The only reason why I bought it was because Bree wanted to play it like immediately before her physical came. But again, like I said, I found out that the Dragon Quest builders people made this, and I can't understate enough how Dragon Quest Builders is probably in my top 5 favorite, most beloved games in like my entire life. So having a Pokemon game made by those same creators, it makes me very, very intrigued. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is peak. It legitimately is. It's really good. Because I subscribe to yours. Well, I appreciate the subscription. I appreciate you. That's really nice of you. That's so I thought that the Pokedex was around repair, but it started working as soon as you're welcome to keep it. I haven't the foggiest idea how to use the thing. Your human transformation really is quite impressive. And now that you're holding a Pokedex, you look just like it. Could it be you based that look of yours on your own trainer? I did, yeah. Yeah, game share is pretty cool. The only thing that bothered me, or the only thing that I think is unfortunate, is we don't have a Switch 2 for Riley, so she can't play it. Because I was thinking it would be really cool to like share it. She'll just have to use my Switch 2 and play with her mom. You and your trainer must have been splendid partners. By the way, did that trainer give you a name? No. He has to give me a name. That's terrible. Game share? Well, you said that's fine. You don't have to put it together. I totally understood what you were saying. Well, we'll just call him Dre then. You were called Dre? I mean, not really, but... John, welcome in. How you doing? Liberty of calling you Dre. It's been quite some time since I last laid eyes on either a human or a Pokemon. Then out of nowhere, I came across a Pokemon in the shape of a human. How curious. What happened to the humans? You mean you don't know what's happened? You're right, then come with me. It's the one for arms. Oh, the one with the 4 arms. Yeah, Machamp. Machamp, yeah. Absolutely. I know what you're talking about. I know Machamp. I think he was saying he's the Machamp. The stream. Subscribe to me. Which I fully agree. Anyone who subscribes to Yokoso Taku is definitely a This also looks so much. I am. This place was once home to many humans, but now it's, well, what you see. The grass and trees withered and dried. All those humans and Pokemon who once lived here, they're gone. John, how's your day going? But my question is, where have you been this week? Huh? What's that? I think that Squirtle's dying. You dead, Rip. Well, we gobsmacked. This isn't a Squirtle. They're nearly all dried up. Here I thought Squirtle was supposed to have an excellent command of water. How it be? It's very good now. I'm glad to be off work and be able to play this game. I've been chomping at the bit all day to play this. And I haven't been spoiled at all. Oh, Zyler didn't say he owns a copy of it. He said that he knows someone who owns a copy of it. Okay, that makes sense. Pretty neat. Only there were another healthy Squirtle around to help me. What? Are we gonna become a Squirtle? We did. Yep. Stealing is... I didn't actually do that, though. I became... I learned an otter gun. Now we just squirt everywhere. I don't think this is we're gonna have to end stream, guys. All right. I must say I've seen better transformations in my time, but it looks like you can use Squirtle's moves. Can you use the move to rescue Squirtle? Appropriately, yes I can. And I can also grow grass. I'm saved. Thank you so much. I really thought I was done for. I owe you my wife. Something's beeping. Ah, this is our Pokédex. Let's see. That's cool. It's been an age since I saw any other Pokemon. That Pokedex days of being useful may long be over. Really? Yeah, but that was then. Things have changed. I'd come to believe this world was down to a population of 1. Oh, that's dark. That's dark. What was this thing doing? What is this, by the way? Is this a Tangela? What? Tangru? Tangrowth? Oh, it literally says there right on the screen. I've been born stupid and then I grew that way after that. But today, out of nowhere, I met the two of you, hoping spring anew. Bree gets so mad. Bree gets so mad at my Pokemon pronunciation. By the way, where in the world have you two been up to until now? I have told you guys before, I am a Pokemon fan in, like, the most casual tourist, like, sense. I played all the games. I played the base versions of them. I played through. I got all the badges. I beat all the people. I enjoyed myself, had a good time. I've never completed a Pokedex. I have barely elicited in trading. I haven't done any online stuff. I don't enjoy competitive, even in the slightest, for 1 second. Oh, I'll take it now, yeah. And I saw season 1 of the show, and I watched the movie when it was in theaters because I was a little boy and I was very excited. I used to play the card game. I was in the Pokemon League when I was a little boy, too. I was over the age of 10, yeah, sure. That's a very little boy. I do own a FIB copy of Disgaea 3 and an FIB copy of Mega Man ZX Advent. That's very cool. Oh, we can make the roads nice too. The roads don't have to be cracked dirt. They can be like nice dirt. That's cool. I feel like we're gonna run out of juice though. What do we do? We have no more juice. Ah! I'm working at the new TJ Maxx location. You did a grand opening. You danced to every music. Nice. That's fun. Good. It sounds like you're having a good day at work. That's great, John. That's good to hear. He was mad I watered him. Look, we brought a bush back. I think Squirtle's kind of stoked about this. Hey. Today is National Cheese Doodle Day. What is doodle? Cheese doodle. What's a cheese doodle? Do you know, young cot? Yeah, I restored a tall grass. 4 tufts of tall grass branched together in a plot. A perfect hiding place for a small Pokemon. Yeah, what is a cheese doodle? I know what a snickerdoodle is, but I don't think I know what a cheese doodle is. Brings back memories. Back in the day, there was a tall grass like this all over. Seeing such fresh, green, tall grass makes me feel like Pokemon might return in an event. Okay. Well, that's cool, bro. You do you. You live your best life, boo. This is something? It is. Cheese doodle is a snack like Cheetos. Oh, like puff, like Cheeto puffs? I could see that. Yum. Tomorrow's National Oreo Day. Bree had an Oreo Shamrock Shake from McDonald's the other day. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Look what Bree gave me. Look at this. This is why I'm fat. You get yourself a wife that treats you good. You'll be fat. We got a tree. Oh, whoa! That tree really transformed way more than I thought it would. Oh, you're so visible right now. Everyone's watching you. It's basically like a close-up right into your eyeball. Tell everyone how much you can see Bree. Or everyone tell Bree how much you can see her. How visible she is. Ah! That's a lepaberry tree. Are we gonna make Pokeballs out of it? Balls. me thinks I'm doing this wrong. I mean, they just said just squirt water. You know, I recently I was playing this game on Steam Next Fest, like a really cool demo, and I met a content creator, and I've been kind of watching her the last couple days. I totally forgot because I kind of have like a how to put this, like a group of friends that like make content, right? And I forget sometimes that there's people that stream so much differently than like what I'm used to. Like the standard. I don't know. Like it's really weirdly foreign. And she doesn't like really interact or like talk outside of just responding to people talking to her. So like other than that, she's just like really quiet. Also, and this is just me being like really weirdly personal with chat, but I run a Diamond Art group at my prison, and I have, every time I've been doing the group, I used to do it with my partner that I worked with, and she got a new position, so I'm by myself now, and so I run the group, but like nobody shows up, and somebody told me the other day, and they reinforced it again today too, that the reason why that nobody shows up to my group is because I'm bored. You get tired and try to use moves while you're out of PP, open your bag, and Lepa berries are used to restore power points, aka. Oh, they are? I thought those were the ones, or those are the, oh, it starts with, maybe those are the ones. Anyway, it's like things that like shouldn't bother me, but like for some reason, I don't know, it's like really, how do I put it? Makes me feel really kind of crappy about myself. And it's like, I don't know. I never really thought of myself as being boring. So being told like over and over again that like nobody like wants to show up to the class that I'm trying to do because I'm boring is like kind of I don't really feel so. Bro, are we done yet? You restored the tall grass. Now that it's here, I got the feeling some Pokemon might show back up. Let's wait and see. Oh. So we should have done that like 100 years ago. Are you gonna like pop out, or do we gotta like go see them? Kind of. It's interesting to me, Bree, because you never played Dragon Quest Builders. And like, I can't even see like how like insanely similar this is to Dragon Quest. You could have had this amazing a long time ago, and then experience it again with this beautiful skin. But it is what it is. People are people. Well, he's definitely not gonna come out. We gotta get him. Bulbasaur. Do they call him a Bulbasaur because a bulb makes his ass sore? Is that why they call him that? Oh, we gotta make them all comfy. Well, are you comfortable now? What do you mean it's no good? Why is it no good? You tell me, Bulbasaur. What's wrong with this? Ground here's too dry. The grass is all wilty. What do you mean? I refreshed all. How rude. Oh, he wants all grass. Okay. Like, I don't think we have any. Do we have items? I don't really understand this. Seemed like I didn't see any items. Like, I don't have anything that's gonna make my pee-pee hard. I mean, raise my pee-pee. There's no food. You don't just start the game with food. How do I play this game? There's no trainer to battle. Right? What do you do? Also, I was looking it up last night, and I'm like kind of bummed there's like nothing helpful. Or nothing like solid, but I'm kind of interested in Pokemon Champion. Which is such a weird thing to say, because I don't really like battles and stuff like that, but like I'm kind of intrigued. Bree tells me she's cool. Why? I think Xyler was actually secretly giving me a tip that I need to just eat the berry. Wait, I can't. Why can't I interact with it at all? There's a very specific. I see. So Xyler was helping me. I was just too stupid. Thank you. I appreciate your help, and I'm sorry that I'm too stupid. Wait, what are you gonna teach me? You gonna teach me something? Aha! He's gonna teach me his move. Oh god, that looks scary. I don't want to do that. That looks like how you kill people. Sounds like Dre would be a perfect Pokemon Ranger. What's a perfect Pokemon? What's a Pokemon Ranger? feel like there's a game called Pokemon Rangers. Is that what you are in Pokemon Snap? Animal Crossing? Is this thing on? Liked and scrubbed. Are you real? I am real, Casey for Alaska. How are you? I'm a real human. This is not Animal Crossing. No, this is Pokemon... Pokopia. Pokemon Pokopia. And if you've never played it before, it's actually made by the same devs and is very similar so far to one of my all-time favorite game series of all time, called Dragon Quest Builders. Which is why I'm very, very excited about it, because I don't have any problems with it, and I am a huge fan. Breathe through your nose, my child. Stop smacking your lips. Smell the OG. Okay. I do smack my lips a lot, though. That is a fair assessment. And I started doing that, I think, like a year ago or so. I don't remember doing that so much, like, in my earlier years. But I have noticed I do it a lot more, especially when I watch myself after stream. My nose is really plugged right now, though, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. Oh, okay. Oh, Asprey. Like God, she's abandoned me. That was a really bad joke. April? I thought it was supposed to come out this month. Did they delay it? I actually don't know what we're supposed to be doing. I'm getting kind of obsessed with it. Is this like Animal Crossing or more like Viva Pinata? So far, I would say it's a lot more like Dragon Quest Builders. If you don't know what Dragon Quest Builders is, I'm going to say this about 100 times during this stream. It's literally one of my favorite games that has ever been created in my entire life. And after like 30 plus years of playing games, I can say that it's in the top 5 best experiences I've ever had playing the game. Which is kind of the only reason why I'm even interested in this at all. Nobody knows what that is. You are kind of correct, Kevin. Dragon Quest Builders is wildly slept on. And I don't care. I'll shout it from the mountaintops. That game, there really isn't... There's very few games that are as good as that. Honestly, I don't think that anybody wants to watch me play it. I think I've streamed it before. I feel like I streamed it before, like a really long time ago. And I think it was one of those things that I streamed and got like about an 18th the amount of views that I normally get, which is always a really strong indication that I'm on the wrong track. Not that I really care anymore. Maybe I would. Maybe I should. Oh, we gotta talk. Oh, that's a bummer. We set Riley up with VR last night in her bedroom, and she can't play it now because she smashed her face up. I don't know if I forgot to mention that, but our child got in she ran into somebody today, and the kid died, and then she got really hurt really bad. Her whole face is all scratched up, and her lip got super like swollen and everything like that. And the other kid like cracked his head open on the ground behind her. They were on the cement. Hold a chair. They're not food? Oh, I eat them. I eat them, and that's how I hold them? That's kind of creepy. Anyway, so I'm glad that Riley wasn't the other kid, because that's terrible. Yep. But things happen when you play around. I did say that, yeah. Riley, you want to show off your face to the stream? Is she doing okay? Did she know that person? Well, she hit him. Yeah, she didn't know him. No. Oh, she knows him, she says. She doesn't seem too upset. So she, like, I don't know how they hit. They were playing tag, but he went back and like cracked his head open on the cement behind her. But she went forward and like smashed her whole face up. What? Oh, sword. We can craft our pants. It's my favorite joke to make in crafting games. You craft your pants. I can't make anything at all. The kid didn't die. He just got hurt. I was trying to see if anyone was paying attention. I mean, I should say, as far as we know, he didn't die. I don't really know one way or the other. Maybe we should go to school and find out terrible news. But hopefully not. You can craft. I don't have materials. I can't get materials. All I can do is talk to these little dumbs. And I can give them leaves for whatever nutball reason I would need to do that. Maybe tangle over. What can I make? I can't make anything, my guy. I can't get any of this stuff that I know. Why are you a mod, Casey? You're mean. Are you confused, Johnny Jones? Are you okay? Do you need help? Should we call someone for you? It's like a pretty gross way to cook stuff. You're so rude, Tangela. Why you do this to me? Who's your favorite Pokemon and why? No legendaries or mythical. Perhaps you have a personal story or reason. My favorite is and always will be Pidgeot because of a personal past story. My favorite Pokemon is Lapras. And it's because I've always had a really, I've always had a big fascination with, like, stories of, like, myth. And the Loch Ness Monster has always been something that's just really fascinated me. The two myths that I've always just thought were so interesting have been the Loch Ness Monster and Atlantis. Which is why one of my favorite games is Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Which I keep saying I'm going to stream sometime. I really like it. My second and third favorite Pokemon, because I never see Lapras anything hardly, though there's been some Pikachu and Lapras stuff lately. Cute. But I also like Growlithe and Arcanine. I feel bad now. I feel like Kevin believed me when I said the kid died, and he felt bad, and I made him feel bad, and that was bad of me. What is it? Professor? Oh. Angela. Oh, you're cooking. You're cooking. Okay, so I didn't make you upset. I just, you were cooking. So that's fair. I think one of these days what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live stream where I just talk to myself the whole stream and I don't interact with chat at all. I just act like a completely crazy person that's just talking to themselves. Like full conversations, not like just talking aloud, but like actually like having a conversation with myself. I don't want to do that. Why would he do that? Why would me making grass make a fire Pokemon come up? Murder? Like a pyromaniac? Are you eliciting pyromania in the Pokemon community, Angela? I must not have gave a very good answer. Oh. The starters. I don't think I'll get that nasty of a burn. Oh. He was spitting fire, he said. He was all like, I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. That's what Charmander is like. I'm like the head trip to listen to, because I'm only giving you things you joke about with your friends inside your living room. The only difference is I got the balls to say it in front of y'all, and I don't gotta be false to sugarcoat it at all. I just get on the mic and spit it, and whether you'd like to admit it, I just shit it better than 90% of you rappers out here. And you wonder how can kids eat up these albums like volumes? It's funny. At the rate I'm going when I'm 30, I'll be the only person in the nursing home that's flirting. Pinching nurses' asses while I'm jacking off and jerking, and I'm jerking, and this whole bag of Viagra isn't working. Every single person is a Slim Shady lurking who could be working at Burger King, spitting on your onion rings. Is that what Charmander was like? I think that's what Charmander was like. No? He's gonna light the campfire. That was nice. A very long time ago. A long, long time ago. Probably nobody. He's the anti-Slim Flamey. Or he's the Slim Flamey. I'm Slim Flamey. I'm the real Flamey. All you other Slim Flamey. I can't say it. I can't mess the lyrics up. I only know the lyrics as they are. Dang it. A long time ago, a very long time ago, there was a human I spent my time with. Beloved by everyone. Human and Pokemon. All y'all trainers can't tame me. Beloved by everyone, humans and Pokemon alike. Where are they now? I don't know, but I have a theory. They started creating God, and from that, they killed all the humans. But now they're coming back. I'd wager that'll work. Humans and Pokemon once lived happily together here until the Pokemon rose up and murdered them. If this world grows beautifully again like it was back then, I expect the humans might eventually return so we can slaughter them for our You know, now that we've got so many Pokemon back here again, I think I'll share some stories about the old days. Back when I was just a child, and the humans, and then Pokemon. It was such a happy life. Are you listening? Like lambs to the slaughter. Hey, wait a minute. Somebody subscribed. So if somebody subscribed, that means we're back to 1,500. 1,500 is my cursed number. So we reached, we got to 1,499, then we got to 1,500, then we went to 1,501, then we went back down to 1,500, then we went to 1,499. Now we're back to 1,500. And I bet you anything by the end of the stream we'll be at 1,499 or less. 14.99. Did you know you slept for an entire day? Today I plan to start searching for clues about what happened to the Hummins. Oh, you got up to it. We did at one point, but it's fine. It is what it is. And honestly, I think subscribers are the least of my worries right now. Like, it's just a number for my own, like, brain. But, like, the subscriber number is not really anything that super matters. I need watch hours. And I still have about another 700 watch hours before we'll be fully monetized. And then when we're fully monetized, I am literally just going to do whatever I want with this channel for the end of time. Because I don't think I'm ever going to become big and famous, and as long as I'm fully monetized, it means I have no more goals to meet, and so I just, is what it is. Today is Yuri Lowenthal's birthday. He's the voice of Simon in Gurren Lagann, Yosuke Hanamura in Persona 4 the animation, and Barnaby Brooks Jr. in Tiger and Bunny, and Suzuku Kurugi in Code Geass. I've never seen Code Geass. I keep hearing about it all the time, and I've never seen it. Yuri is in all the anime games, like Tales of. Oh. Wow, that's a big one. The Tales games are... People in my niche are all sorts of wild on the Tales games. I used to get the Tales games, but NIS has decided that I'm a piece of crap because I don't make clickbait garbage titles and talk about stupid, like, lame brain BS. So after years of working with them as a company, they've decided that they no longer have anything to do with it. And they run all the, like, Falcon. I like the Trails of Azura, Azure, what was that? The Bell Bells? I don't remember it now. That's how terrible it is. I loved working for them. Not working for them, but I loved helping promote them because I've been a big fan of their games since I was a kid. Now I'm just a piece of crap, and it's fine. Meeting you has stirred up hopes in this old heart. They changed their creator program, and that's when they just kicked me to the curb. I reached out to them and tried to talk to them about it, and they're just like, we haven't changed anything at all. And it's like, okay, so, like, after years of working with you, you've just decided that, like, you don't want to do a single thing with me anymore? That's cool. Not mad. There's a human-made building over there. It's in pretty sorry state. That's where I plan to begin my investigation. If you don't mind, I could use that. We might find something. Yes, found something cool. You can have it. You just headbutted and gave me an apple. That was weird. A leper berry. I don't want to do it. You're pretty green. Well, why would I see that when I could pick up all these balls? No, let me get my balls. My balls. Let me get my balls. Yeah, it doesn't look very like it's in good shape. What is this? The PC is talking. Did I make it angry? Yeah, you pissed it off. So mad. Environment level terrible. This environment's not suitable for Pokopia. That's fair. Live your best Pokemon life. That's funny. I always tell people to live their best life. Are they mocking me? Or Maru? I found a trace of a Pokemon. When you touch it, a hint about his habitat. That's kind of interesting. Boulder shaded tall grass. So we gotta make a boulder and then we gotta put some grass around it. So I think first we should whip, and then after that we could simultaneously and then we'll whip. I think shortly after that we should nay. I think that's what they want us to do. Habitat. That's what I was making. I don't know. You guys might have. I'm pretty sure that's what they were trying to get us. A boulder shaded tall grass. Actually, that's cute. Rare Pokemon may take a while, so let's just let things take their course. I got a pinwheel. Alright, I gotta give my dog water. My dog's like dying of water. Listen here, schmuck, you ought to know who really runs this channel. And it's not me, it's really Camcast. You gotta stop playing these cartoony video games. Don't ever come to Bridgeport in Illinois. Okay, Satrical Rabbit, whatever you say. The Satrical Rabbi. I found a trace of a Pokemon. And inside is an exercising, resting spoke. We don't have whatever that thing is. We're not going to hop on the good foot. We're not going to do the bad thing. But we're going to find out who's this. Billy Mays with OxyClean. Timber. He murdered me. I'm dead now. We've died. End of game. Well, that was a pretty interesting game, you guys. What'd you think of it? Did you think it was interesting? I am not. Nope, I am not. I am not. Jesus. I'm pretty good at this lumber. You should watch me build. Let me know if you ever want help building a house. Timber. Is this Digimon? This is actually not Digimon. We're playing, VeggieTales. Beep beep. You've successfully completed a challenge. Yeah, you can go check your piece. Oh, we get some life coins and we can spend them in the shop. What if we're no lifers, though? Hey, wait. How they use word? How they use word? They only say their name. No, not these Pokemon. So, if you're a human and you're talking to a Pokemon, then yeah, you're just gonna hear them go Pika, Pika Pee. But if you're another Pokemon, you're gonna hear them go, Yo, gangsta, sup, dog? You gotta give me my money or I'ma pop a cap in your ass, dog. Frill. You know what I'm saying? 100. No cap. No cap, son. You've seen Albert really enjoying Resident? No, I haven't. I haven't seen Albert at all. Is he still alive? You can exchange life coins for various rewards. Use them to make life nasty and horrible and be miserable. And then live your worst Pokemon life. Are you a Pokemon? Yeah, I'm Ditto. I'm a Ditto. You play as a Ditto, Kevin. This whole game, you're a Ditto that looks like you're taking the shape of your human Massa, your old human enslavement unit. He was scared. He was terrified. Was he really? No, not Albert. Albert showed emotion? Did he really? No. Kevin says, oh, I did not know. You must have missed the first part of it. Yeah, we're just a Ditto. We're just a Ditto. There's no humans. All the humans are dead. This is a post-apocalyptic Pokemon game about after the Pokemon kill all the humans. And now there's only Pokemon. What's this? You can get human items from my PC. I see. It looks like you can use items to receive and help other Pokemon. And my word, are you even good at wrangling that PC? I'm amazed how you use it. Satirical Rabbi says, maybe I'll give it a whirl myself, but it sure doesn't look easy. Not at least, not anything like your mom. Oh, we're supposed to water the pea. So it's set 1 year in the future. Well, with our current president in the United States, it possibly is. Not to be political. Poor Mario, quit burping. I got a pile of toy blow. I got the Professor's Diary, number 2. Been added to our Hummin' records. It says here, my grandchild plays with Tangela a lot these days. They both seem to be having so much fun. Just watching them warms my heart. Sometimes facts sneak through. Tangela shows interest in any and all human activities. When I'm working on the computer, he stares intently at my screen with a curious expression. Trainers who come to visit me also play with Tangela, and Tangela seems intrigued by the items they use. He seems to be paying a lot of attention to them, so he learns how to kill humans most effectively. Are all Tangela brimming with curiosity, or is this one just special? Pokemon are really fascinating. There's so much more to learn about them. Surely they won't murder us. I am serious, and stop calling me Shirley. Oh yeah, I think we're supposed to keep growing these trees because this is how we stave off leprosy. That's why they call them lepa berries, I think. Is because you gotta eat them so you don't become a leper. A lepa berry a day keeps the leprosy. We're gonna end up looking like Ben-Hur here. Really weird story. So, just for the heck of it, I made my family watch Ben-Hur. Like the original. I don't know about the movie. I was not convinced. and we were watching OG Ben-Hur, and like really weirdly, my kid actually like really enjoyed it. It was like very, very surprising. I was not expecting like a 7-year-old little girl to like Ben-Hur, like a 4-hour long like old movie. But she brought it up the other day to me. She was like, "Remember that time we watched that movie about Jesus?" And I was like, "We did? When did that happen?" Because I forgot. There's the Jesus part that's like in just a bit of it. And I like really stuck with her. It was kind of cool. Minchino, Pikachu, and other Pokemon with distinctive tail-based greetings. In today's world, so much about Pokemon ecology has been explained through research. This time we've collected a special set of articles focused on Pokemon grading. Facts though, Ben-Hur is a pretty straight movie. Like in the world of like cinema movie. It's like a big classic. The chariot race was like, I think people still talk about the chariot race. I haven't seen that movie since freshman year of high school. I think we watched it in history class for like a day. Yeah. That's what I think the first time I watched it was something. Because there's a lot of cool stuff in it, like history-wise. Which I always find it weird. So history is one of those things I feel like they teach us in school, and like nobody cares about it in school. But then like you grow up, and like at a certain point, like a lot of people start thinking history is actually kind of interesting and worth paying some attention. Like I feel like they should just have adult history classes, because you just don't. I don't know. I don't think I knew any kids that were like super hype on history. Like I knew some kids that were like good on it, but I didn't know a lot that were like hype. But I know a lot of adults that have become. Sometimes because I hate all the crap on YouTube. But sometimes I get tired of just watching like the slop that's on YouTube, and I'll watch like a weird video on like how Coca-Cola is. They have adult history classes there on YouTube. Also true. College is pretty darn expensive though. High school is just kind of like you get to go to that. You know what I mean? Like you get that. I wish we had like some adult thing. I don't know. Maybe the library has something like that or something. Just show up and just like. But yeah, I do like watching that history stuff. The History Channel used to be super cool too, but now it's all like aliens. A dude that's got hair like me is out here like aliens. That explains it. We actually learned about the modern American political spectrum thousands of years ago because the aliens. Also, interesting story. This is maybe at the risk of me sounding like I'm crazy, but oh yeah, sure. I know it's like, how do you vet? I don't even know how you vet. I don't really watch like. I do like a lot of the like videos that I watch about like history stuff, or like I don't know when something was like new or whatever. But you should check out Mini Minute Man. He doesn't usually do react stuff, but he just reacts. that's what I was saying. So, usually when I watch stuff on YouTube, like, it's just to, like, catch my interest on a topic. So, like, I'll see something about, I don't know, like, how hieroglyphics were invented or something. And I'll watch it, and I'll be like, okay, that's interesting. But then, like, I would go and, like, find other things, you know, to, like, get, like, a wider perspective of what I just learned about. So, like, YouTube's, like, generally, like, a good landing pad for me to kind of, like, develop things that I might be interested in. Like, a taster of it. But it's not like, I don't, like, watch things on YouTube and then, like, start running around like, I know this! Like, because I do think that's, I mean, there's probably some real legitimate guys out there. For the most part, I'm like, boy, I heard this. And then I looked into it and I saw this. He mostly talks about archaeology, and I find it extremely, oh, that would be right up my alley. I used to be really, really into all that stuff. I wanted to be an archaeologist forever. Then Jurassic Park came out, and I was like, I'm gonna study dinosaurs! And I went to the, what's that really great museum we have in Bozeman? Museum of the Rockies. I went to, like, the Museum of the Rockies. I love the Museum of the Rockies. I'm gonna take my kid and go there sometime. My dad works at the Lewis and Clark Caverns now, so we can go there, too. As I just... Nobody cares about me enough. Yeah, Museum of the Rockies. I love that. I watched Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon laser light show in the with my dad at the shoot, what do they call that dome, you know? They always have the videos where they talk about, like, the galaxy and stuff. I forget what the name of those things are. We went to one in Japan, too. But anyway, they did a Pink Floyd laser light show there one time, and that has to be one of the most peak moments of, like, my entire life. And there was a while where me and my dad used to go to all the Pink Floyd laser shows that they had, like, in Montana. And I never saw Planetarium. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, the Planetarium. But after that, like, I never saw anything that was comparable to it. It was just, that was the definitive Pink Floyd. Which doesn't mean, in my opinion, never listen. I just picked that up. Yeah. I work in domes currently, otherwise that word would have been completely forgotten to me. Oh, really? Hey, oh shoot. Kevin, did I send you that link? I looked up, well, let's just say Melch. I looked up Melch's Instagram, and I don't know that it's too active, but I did see he's got a bunch of pictures of his models on it. But I don't remember if I sent it to you. If not, I'll send it to you tonight, because I did find that his Instagram does have pictures. Ah! Nope, but I don't have an Insta flim. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm making any progress in this game because I'm dumb. You know, I find it funny. I've been live streaming every now and then. I'll have like a vertical stream, and they get a lot of traction. Like a lot of people see them. I think vertical right now is just the #1 way to like advertise your content. No, not the spicy. But the other half of it is that I think the majority of users are like pretty young. And so I get these like kids and stuff that come in and they say things like they think they're going to shock me or offend me or like get some like rise out of me. And I find it really funny because I have yet to see them say anything that's even like a fraction of what we used to just say to each other when I was younger. Like, it's kind of interesting, like, in some ways, not in all ways, but in some ways, like, the internet's almost a little soft compared to how it used to be. And that's not in all ways. I mean, there's some horrible stuff on the internet, and there's some horrible people on the internet, too, but I always kind of find it kind of comical, like, people say stuff or comment something or, like, ask me something. I could answer these questions all day without my heart rate even raising an extra half beat. Marcelo! And then it is also kind of funny because sometimes I'll joke about stuff in front of the kid, and she'll be like, "That's so mean!" Like, don't say that! Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was, like, a real terrible thing. But it's good, like, it's good, it's good, it's good. It means, I think, in a lot of ways, to some degree, people are maybe treating each other. People treating each other well. Ah, I didn't even see this. I meant to interact with the sparkly. Geodude? It's a Geodude. No, it's a Humvee. We're getting a Hummer. Oh, a Combee. That's what it is. Combee. Are you the one who made this pretty flower bed? I didn't, actually. I just put water on the ground and was kind of happy. Okay, she was saying that one kid was trash at Beat Saber. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. At least my close friend group, we were saying a lot more impolite things than just saying someone was trash at something. Like, obviously, children are going to be children, but I don't know. If she's shocked at some of the stuff I'm saying, we're just kind of like, that's good for you. Good for you for being a good person. Who's me now? Yeah, she had that particular friend of hers is someone that I actually really liked that she had as a friend, but they had kind of yeah, I just worry about her, though, like, because we got her or not got her, but I set her up. This is absolutely, like, Viva Pinata. I don't know, Viva Pinata got kind of tough sometimes. And it was brutal. There was, like, murder and stuff. I remember, like, death and stuff happening. You make the world nicer and Pokemons come to live. Yeah, but Dragon Quest Builders also had a really large element with that too, except for it wasn't animals, it was humans. You like improve the area and you get more people for like. This is very similar. Like if you haven't played Dragon, you should really play Dragon Quest. It's so good. Like it's good enough that like when it goes on sale, I would like buy copies. Like it's like a treat to give Dragon Quest. Like I know I'm giving someone like something actually enriching. Like, that's how good of a game it is. Oh, there's two of them. Two of them? Who? What? Wait, I read or not read. I watched a Penguin Zero video, Moist Critical. And no one cares about him at all. It's a casual entertainment. He made a video where he was talking about this big entertainment company. Like they work in the solar space and stuff like that. They had made this kind of post. There's two of them. Yeah, there's Dragon Quest Builders 1 and Dragon Quest Builders 2. They're very similar. 2 is an improvement on what 1 put in place. The stories are pretty similar, and there's no real reason to play Dragon Quest Builders 1 other than after you play 2, you'll want more, and if you want to do the story stuff, you'll never be able to relive it again, so playing 1 gets kind of good to do. At least that's how I went. That was my experience. 1 a.m. here, you had a long day. Well, thank you so much, Marcelo. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night and a good rest. Thank you. Yeah, I think what makes Dragon Quest Builders a little bit more exciting than this game is there's actual fighting. There's like kind of a whole RPG battle system, and I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken and that will come later in this game. I have not been spoiled and I don't care to be, but if it's devoid of that, it will be a little bit lesser than Dragon Quest, because I do think RPG-based defense and fighting mechanics that they had in it were really good. Dragon Quest Builders was quite a treat in that regard. But just the story and the worlds and how the mechanics are just really intertwined with that game is one of the reasons why, of all the games I've played my entire life, it's absolutely very solidly in at least my top 5 favorite games. And I've replayed it a lot. Like, I've replayed it more than most games. I think the only other game I've replayed more than Dragon Quest Builders 2 is probably Final Fantasy 9, and that is literally my favorite game. So, and I've had an obsession with that since I was like a little. Okay, Real though, I might try it sometime, but it might not be for me. I'm not that much into Minecraft, and it looks a bit like that. How do I put this? Okay, so let's talk about Dragon Quest Builder. So basically, it's kind of like an isekai. We'll just talk about 2. I think it's 2. 2, you start off after like a shipwreck, essentially. And a part of the game has to do, so you say it looks like Minecraft, and I fully get that. And I don't completely reject it, because you can play Dragon Quest Builders 2 the same way that you play Minecraft. You just build stuff out and make cool things. But more centric to that, in my opinion, is like the whole story with this world, where you're this character, and you meet like another character that's kind of like your partner, and then you kind of end up like a typical RPG with kind of this like world-saving goal. And that goal takes you from one location to another location to another location. And in every area you go to, you have to build a base. But the bases have blueprints that you'll learn. And so you'll place the blueprint on the ground, and then it'll tell you like the required materials for it. And you get those and add it to it. And then when you're done, it does like this like glowy thing, and it like becomes that thing at the end. And you'll start off small. You'll have like a couple little houses, and you'll learn how to make a house and how everything's kind of like expandable. So like a basic room would just be something that has like 4 walls that are at least 3 blocks high and like a door. But then you'll find out, if you put like a bed in it and a chest and then like a dresser, then that room will now be a bedroom. And if you added instead like a fireplace and a chest and like an oven or something like that, then it becomes like a kitchen. I backed a game on Kickstarter like that, where you put the blueprint down and build it after when you get the stuff. Yeah. It's like that sounds similar to like what I'm talking about, and this will cohesively go. But while this is happening, you'll end up having like a I don't want to call it like a tower defense system or whatever, but it's like you'll get attacked by the bad guys, and they kind of come at you in waves. And it's after you build your base to like a certain standard, and it's a set event. So you have to like talk to a character for the attack to happen. And you survive the defense, and then you kind of continue and build it out. And while you're doing that, you explore all these different little places in the world. You fight enemies. You collect items, you learn lore about the world and things that have happened, and it is a very good story. It is a really good story. There's a lot of interesting, unique NPCs and like story beats and stuff that you go with it. What was that game called? I don't know what the game's called. The game you backed? I don't know. I don't know what game you backed. I'm talking about Dragon Quest Builders. And there's there's RPG leveling and stuff too. So like when you attack characters and stuff like that, you will like you can level up and increase your skill, and then you get items and armors that you can craft, and that'll help with your attack and your defense. And there's even different types of weapons you can use. It's beautiful. It's literally beautiful, and everything flows together really, really good, and it's tightly connected to the story. I couldn't gush more about Dragon Quest. I legitimately couldn't. And when I found out that this game had a similar kind of core to it, being that it's the same development team, that's what made it. However, I'm not doing a really great job in this stream because I'm being my weird obsessive self, and I am just nitpicking the things that I want to do instead of pushing forward. Sorry, guys, but the intention of today's stream is to play this game, and I thought I'd share it. What is this? Castle Story? Huh. I don't think I ever heard of Castle Story. Was it good? Did it turn out good? Was it a successful Kickstarter with a how do I put it? A good one? Oh, you have it on Steam. Oh, interesting. Huh. Well, I might have to check that out sometime too. Then. It sounds like it's got a lot of the same kind of similar ideas. I recently backed a game on Kickstarter that I got. It was I did the demo of it on stream and really enjoyed it, and then I kickstarted it, and then I just haven't had time to play it. And I think the developer was going to give me a copy too because I covered the demo, but I was like, no. I'm going to back your Kickstarter. It was a successful Kickstarter. The game itself, I don't think was very successful, but I think pretty. Well, I mean, I guess what I meant by successful was like, did it succeed in its goal? Did they deliver the product that they said they were going to? I currently I paid a lot of money. The most money I've ever backed on a Kickstarter was for a documentary on the video game Myst, and the original project scope was something that I felt was really achievable and possible with the proposed game. I got kind of upset, to be honest, because after making a game, making a game's very hard. You know that more than me. Oh, the Myst documentary. So I was really excited. I backed all this money. I was like, I'm gonna get to go to like a special online viewing of it. My name's gonna be in the credits, and like Myst is something that I've been very passionate about since I was a kid. I read books. I don't know. It was just kind of a really big deal for me. And Cyan, I think, is fairly local. It's in Washington State. Anyway, I was really excited about this, and it seemed really cool. And the guy went way over his proposed Kickstarter amount, like a big community that backed it. And pretty shortly after he got the money, he started talking about some really cool stuff, he was gonna do, and like, oh, we got extra money, so we're gonna do, some of this and this. I'm like, well, that's cool. Like, that's, a little more than what I expected, but like, also, I think that's reasonable. And then he started talking about that he's in works with like all these like TV production places, and like it was like he's gonna make a TV show, and there's gonna be a mini series, and he's gonna release a book, and he's actually gonna do like way more stuff, and he's gonna expand his staff, and he's gonna do this and that. And then all of a sudden I was just like, whoa. Like I thought this was gonna be just a couple people going to some important places, meeting some important people, getting some good interviews, doing some research to find stuff, and delivering like a documentary that was going to showcase this stuff. And now all of a sudden, you're like really busy in works with like TV shows and miniseries and like all these different like, programs and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the like, where is this going? And I started to get really worried. And at this point, I think it's been like over 5 years since they successfully completed. I mean, it is at least that. I'm pretty sure this was way before COVID. And he hasn't released anything. And he hardly has, like, Discord updates. I very, it's like every, like, 8 or 9 months, he'll have, like, an update on the Kickstarter about something that is, like, nothing, like, at all. Like, there's not, like, hey, we're coming out with this, or we're doing that, and, like... I don't have any more faith. I guess my faith for it is there's nothing I can do about it now. I've already backed the money, so it's just like, you know, I can hope. Let me just check really quick. I can like super check. I just have to go to Kickstarter. You guys can't see this, but I'll tell you. Yeah, it was really, really unfortunate how much money I backed on that just to have nothing. So... So his last update was at the end of December last year, or the beginning of middle of December last year, and they did a 90-minute talk where they showed off some archival footage. So they made $260,000, $260,113. And the estimated delivery for when this was supposed to come out was December 2022. So I'm pretty sure I backed this like in 2021. So it has been about 5 years since I backed it. And there really hasn't been anything other than him talking about how successful as a filmmaker he is going to be with all these adjacent projects that came his way after he earned that much money. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not being okay, so let me just put it this way. I feel, yeah, I see people complaining 3 years. I feel like the amount of money I backed on Star Citizen was more worth my money than what this Mist documentary is, which is quite upsetting. And I still don't understand how you said, or how he said that he's gonna make this neat little project. And then, like, somehow, all these years later, he hasn't done anything. So also speaking, we'll talk about other Kickstarter misadventures I've had. And I don't know why I keep using Kickstarter. I've had a number of them that have been really successful, though, and I do really like supporting creators and artists that I'm a very big advocate for it, but oftentimes investing into that stuff is just going to get your ass burnt. But I backed a game, like a small independent game. I backed it. They made their goal, and they actually made the game and released it on Steam and sold copies of it, and they didn't give any of the backers the product. The only people who backed it and got to play it were people who actually just went on Steam and bought it themselves. Which is crazy. I'm like, that is so disgusting to do. You have people back you to make a game, and you make it, and you don't even give any of the backers the product. You literally just sell it. It wasn't, I don't even think it was that good of a game. Let me see if I can pull it up, Kevin. Really? Yeah, because it was like I backed it so long ago. I backed it. It's called Mainlining the Cyber Espionage Hacking Sim, and it was supposed to be delivered on October 2016. So, August 7th, 2020. Thank you so much for your generous pledge. I'm grateful for your help on getting this film made. I'm really glad to have you on board. All my best. That was the Mist guy. Also, all the comments on Kickstarter for the Mist documentary have been removed by Kickstarter. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? So that's the one that I got screwed on. Now, it does look like all I did was pay €5 to back that one. I mean, since we're just talking about this, I'll just go. So, there's a game called Portal Knots, and I backed that, but it got canceled and I got refunded because they didn't make their money. The very first game that I successfully backed was a game called Dog Sled Saga, and it got amazing. This comment has been removed by Kickstarter. Please read our community. I wonder why. What's that all about? They were just mad, probably, that they gave this guy all this money and he just ran off with it. That's what I would assume, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's spam? Okay, anyway, sorry. Real quick. I'm just going to run through this because no one cares, but I'll scare everyone. No one's watching this stream. So I backed Dog Sled Saga in 2013, and I got that, and they released the game, and it was a cool game. It was a really neat game. And after he made that and he made his money from it, he continued to work on other versions of the game for other consoles and sold them, and was fairly excited, I think. Or not excited, successful, which was wonderful. I then backed a project called Beep, a documentary of history and video game music and sound. That also was, if I remember right, that was successful and went really well. Yeah, it was a film, and we did get the film, and they got the books out to people too. I didn't back to a book, but I did back for the movie, and so I got I got the movie, and so that was good. That was a good one. After that, I backed a game called The Flame and the Flood, and they released that game, and it was what they said it was going to be, in my opinion. So I did enjoy that. One of my favorite ones was after that, I backed a game called Shadowrun Hong Kong, and I did get my copy of that, and it was a great game. I really enjoyed that. Then I backed Mainlining, one that I posted, and we got screwed on that one. And then I backed the Mist documentary for the most money by far, like triple the second highest amount I've ever backed, and I haven't gotten shit from that. So that's cool. You finished playing their other game? What's their other game, Kevin? I've only played The Flame and the Flood, and I thought it was quite a treat. So then after that, I backed a video game called Doomsday Paradise, and that was funny that I backed that because the dev actually gave me the game. Like, he gave me a copy for review, and I liked him and his game so much that I went out and backed it so that I could give a copy. So, well, for one, so I could support him, and for two, so I could just give a copy away to somebody, which is funny because he told me he would give me copies to give away to people, and I just refused. I said no. Oh, Drake Hollow. Oh, okay. Well, now I'll definitely have to check that one out. After that, I backed Dreamed Away, which is a game that was like a Mori, and the dev gave me a copy of that, but I only played the demo, and then I backed his Kickstarter. You might give me a little bit of shit for this, but I backed Hotel Galactic because I thought it looked really cool. You preferred Flame in the Flood? Oh, okay. I'm not upset with it. Like, Hotel Galactic is okay. I didn't find it as exciting as I was hoping to, I guess, and I think a number of people got pretty upset about it. It seems like the team has tried to do their best to make it, improve it to people's standards, but as Kevin says, making a game is hard. And then the most recent thing I've kickstarted was there's a YouTube video. There was a YouTube video that, there's a YouTuber that I watch, and he started his own comic book company and released his first comic book. And so to support him, I bought like a special edition signed copy of his first comic, because I thought that was just hey, I don't know, like Kickstarter overall I think has been pretty good for me supporting people that I think have a really cool idea that I would like them to be successful with, but I've also kind of had some unfortunate stuff. Okay, so Kevin says we don't want to create any swag before we have the name and logo finished. Blows my mind. 5 years later and you don't know the title or logo. What is that a reference to? Mist documentary update 2 months ago. Where is that? I'm looking at the updates right now, and I don't see that. I see... Oh, I'm seeing backers only. So you're probably looking at maybe the fall update from November? First of all, thank you for your patience and encouragement. This project continues to move forward strong and steady, even if slowly. As many of you know, this isn't my full-time job. It's a side gig that I've been pursuing out of sheer passion and lately out of my own pocket. So he made $260,000. And now he's saying that he hasn't even been able to afford filming a small documentary with a couple. That's so weird. It's in the comments on Kickstarter. Oh, it's in the comments. Can you at least send us the poster, t-shirt, and the coffee table book? Yes, this is the plan. As soon as branding for the movie is finalized, we don't want to create any swag before we have the names. Yeah, here we go. This has been removed from Kickstarter. This has been removed from Kickstarter. Kickstarter. Comment has been removed by Kickstarter. The replies have all been removed by Kickstarter. Anything new around here since the Mysterium conference 3 months ago? Definitely echoing sentiment from a lot of people that the timeline for this is taking 5+ years is ridiculous and the lack of updates is outrageous. I'll give a chance with one more update and then I'll consider if I'm canceling my pledge. This comment has been removed by Kickstarter. $260K and this isn't your full-time gig? Dude fucked up. Well, I agree with that, but like you get $260K and you're doing it, you know, on the side. Like, where did that money go? Like where did it go? Because I know all he's had to do was like he flew to like a conference one time, and he's flown like a couple places in the country to do like to meet some interviews and to go through like archival footage and stuff like that. But like if you're just piecemealing this together, like these are not that expensive. Like for $260, where's the money, Lebowski? For $260,000, like if someone gave me $260,000 right now, I could go take a sabbatical from my work and I could fly to Japan and I could, without anything, like I could make, like I could do like a documentary on like traveling all across Japan, like from the south all the way to the north. And I could just take like a year and I would have more money than I would ever need to record like an entire like journey like that or whatever. Right? No one would ever back me $260,000. That'd be fucked up to do. Like it'd be ridiculous. It'd be ridiculous, and I would never ask anyone to ever do that. But I'm just saying, like I could do some crazy stuff with $260,000, and especially if they gave me that to do something like simple. It's wild. It's just wild. I don't know. I'm really unfortunate. I think this is just really unfortunate. The credit card I used to pay for the Mist documentary is about to expire. And that was a year ago, this person said that. I'm afraid that this project is starting to become increasingly difficult to defend. At some point, he is just going to have to release whatever is available and call this. Man, that is just, I don't know. I just find that to be just crazy. I don't know. That's just such a crazy thing. Very, very unfortunate. Though, to be fair, I am slightly less upset with it than I am with... I'm slightly less upset with it than the one where the guy actually made the game, released it, and sold it, and didn't give us backers anything. Like, that makes me a lot mad. But it is weird. Speaking of money, I have been backing another project on Patreon, and that project is the resurgence of one of my favorite web series from when I was a teenager that I made that really long video on that nobody cares about. But I don't care because I still emphatically believe that I think that was, I don't know, I'm very excited. That was one of the few things I've done on this page that has been just purely, completely out of passion and love and interest of something. That the success of the actual video itself doesn't really matter. I'm so glad I did it, and for the experience of, like, attempting that. It's nothing special. It was a good experience for me overall, I think. Anyway, the guy who was the lead character in that has decided that he's going to bring the series back. And he's going to do it all by himself on YouTube. And he has a Patreon and a Discord. And it started off really, really rough. And there's a lot of people that are really upset. And recently, last month, he paused our payments for the Patreon. And there's been a lot of people really mad in the Discord, basically saying that they're refusing to back it any farther, that they've lost all their hope on the project, and all this stuff like that. And the main creator has fallen very silent. He has almost completely disappeared. I feel like, to a certain degree, as someone who's been a failing content creator for a while, I have a level of patience with him and understanding for what he's trying to figure out how to do that I don't mind continuing to go back. But it's been a really interesting thing. He gave me permission. I reached out and got privately talking with him. And he gave me permission to cover this new journey of his and make videos, because it is something I really want to do, despite the fact it doesn't necessarily know exactly. But it is something I'm just really, really passionate about. However, I also told him that I had no interest in covering anything that had to do with the negativity surrounding the show or the drama, because he had a pretty bad falling out with a number of community members and one of his former actor friends that he was real life friends with and is no longer real life. But I have been very silent on this issue because I am continuing to do that. And it's not really me being a shill for this guy, it's that I have made videos on drama stuff before, because I will just say, if I say some negative ass shit about stuff on the internet, there's so many more people that care about it than if I say positive. But this project is part of something that meant a lot to me in my childhood, and I just don't want to waste any of my emotional energy on the negativity. I'm really I'm continuing to hope for the best. There's been a lot of people that are really mad that they're not getting all this stuff from him, and they're not getting any updates and all this stuff. And I am certain he's very stressed. I imagine that he has a really overwhelming amount of pressure on him, and I think that the longer he stays silent, the longer he doesn't have content to provide people, the more pressure he feels. I'm coming up with this all on my own, just from my own experiences, because he's been gone. He's been completely gone. And nobody knows like what's going on with him at all. But I'm insistent on, I don't think that he's burning his fans. I don't think that he had any sort of intent to burn his fans. And I don't mind continuing to back his projects, or his project, without seeing anything from it, because I have faith that he's trying his best, and I don't think adding on everything is helpful for him. It's hard for me to defend. Like, I have mentioned some stuff in the Discord, and a lot of people are just like, oh, aren't you so special that you just have all this money you can just give away to people for nothing? Why don't you give me some or whatever? And it's like, I kind of get where they're coming with that, and I'm not really trying to be that guy, but I don't know. I just... Well, this is where we came from. I'm like, what in the heck is this? I can just rest in this hay? Is this just resting doing? I don't know. And I mean, to a certain degree, I mean, and that's why it's like I tell people, like, if you don't want to be a member of the channel, or you want to join and just look at a couple videos and then you want to dip back out again, like, I have no problem with people just watching me to watch me. I don't, like, do I enjoy having, like, excess money, and does it help me do extra stuff for the page, like filming and travel costs and, little bobs and bits. And, like, I pay back to the community, too. Like, I just bought John, like, 3 months of Crunchyroll because he's been a really great community member, and I appreciate it a lot. You guys donated a lot when I played, Romeo is a Dead Man, and that basically paid for that game, and so I think that's a good use of my time and money and stuff. I'm not like rich, but I'm also like comfortable enough that if I back somebody on Patreon, if I back somebody on Patreon, you know, at $10 a month or something, it's like I'm not sweating it too bad if they're not just constantly like doing everything for me. You know, it's fine if it takes them a couple months. What does honey make the bee a big boy? What does honey make the bee a big boy? Oh, wait. Does honey make the bee a big boy? Oh, can I give him honey? Well, I mean, he produced the honey, but let's see. You know, Bulbasaur smells really good? That's a weird thing to say. What's that? Is it a present for me? Sure, we'll give him one. Wait, really? Thank you. That makes me so happy. No, I just made him happy. It said to put it down somewhere. Oh, crap. Well, we'll have to wait for him to make another one. I guess since we made him happy and we have flowers... Well, I made him happy. That's nice. I mean, that's something. Kevin's like, shut up talking about back and things. I'll quit. I'll move on. We'll work on the game. You can improve a Pokemon's comfort level by adjusting the environment. Different Pokemon prefer different environments. If you successfully improve one Pokemon's comfort level, you'll get new challenges. Talk about what you want to talk about. I just saw things. I'm not. I'm putting words in your mouth just to be silly. It's interesting to me because, like I said, I have a group of friends that do content, and flower bed, a whole bed of flowers. We don't know how to make flowers. Okay, so just full... I should have said this a long time ago. We want to be... Oh, yeah, sorry. So I have a bunch of friends that make content, and it's been interesting to me when I find other people who make content that are so different than me. Like, I've been watching this VTuber that plays, and it's like when I stream, even if no one's like here or whatever, like I'm always trying to like talk and like be, I don't know, entertaining, or try to like provide topics for people to like join in on, or like express their thoughts about stuff and everything too. Like that's like kind of like a big part for me, is like the whole socialization. But every now and then I find these other creators that are just like, they just don't like talk to their viewers unless their viewers are just like directly like asking. Casey says, subscribe! Thank you, Casey. And like, thank you, Casey! Yeah, it's so strange to me, but the ones that I found that don't... Hello, Casey. The ones that don't interact, like, with their chat hardly at all, are, like, so much more successful than me. Like, this girl, this VTuber I was talking about, she has been doing it less than a year. And I've been doing this YouTube channel for like 5+ years. And she is, in every metric, substantially more successful. And it's like, it seems like all she's doing is just logging in and playing a game. Which is, like, and I'm not knocking it. This isn't me, like, being, like, judgmental. It's like, I'm, like, wondering. I'm like, should I just do that? Should I just, like, not do it? It's hard for me not to. I just have it, like, ingrained in me. I should be talking to people. But then, like, I also, like, the guys at work, like I said, it's like, this has been weighing on me a lot. It's like, I run this class at work, and when I ran it with my coworker, there was so many people that used to show up. Like, it was a thriving group that was a huge success, like, within our prison. And then she left, and it's like, nobody wants to show up. There's, like, hardly anyone. And, you know, the population is just like, well, you're boring. I don't know. I question, and this is just a thing that happens with creators a lot, but, like, I really question my value, like, a lot. Like, I question... It makes me wonder if the reason why I've been doing what I've been doing on so many different platforms for so long, why I've never been successful, is because, like, I don't provide value. I don't provide value that, like, the things that I think are cool, the things I enjoy and want to share. The thoughts that I have are like, there's, like, nobody that really resonates. Like, I don't know how to put that better, like, without sounding, like, horrible. I made a joke the other day that I've kind of been, like, in, like, a nihilist era, like, recently, like, mentally. I am not unhappy with this page at all, but at the same time, I just kind of have, like, this, like, doomed mentality about everything. It's like, what am I even doing? Why do I even do this? Nobody cares about this. Like, all these things that I'm, like, so excited for, they're so great and stuff, are just, like, other people see it, and they just, it's not even worth caring about. But I enjoy what I do, so I'll just keep failing. It's like, not that. I just wonder the mysteries of life. Different things work for different people. That is true. Oh, I don't think I was finishing talking about what I was saying earlier about how Moist Critical had this thing where this, like, major, he was talking about how this major, like, company in the creator space had, made, like, a post, and they were basically talking about how pretty much all the most successful content creators, mostly live streaming space stuff, they all bought their views, and almost all views that you see these big giant creators have, they all bought. And a very large portion of creators, even small ones, now view bot. They just view bot like crazy, because when you view bot, you get placed algorithmically in front of more people. And so it's basically like something that so many people are doing that if you don't do it, then you are basically at a disadvantage. And not everyone's doing it. Like, he brought up how, like, KCO just makes really great content and people can find it. But it's so hard. Yeah, big views, zero chat. Yo, no, exactly. That's the telltale sign of it, right? That's the clearest way to do it. But regardless of that, you're still placed higher algorithmically. You have a bigger reach because that number is higher. Like, you end up on on Twitch, for example, you end up on like the front page. But on YouTube, you get put into the recommendation. So more people are going to see the content that you're making, and so you can get more people to see you organically, therefore increasing your success, basically by cheating, by botting. And this big company was basically like, this is it, this is the time. If you're not view botting now, you should be. Because that's where you're gonna find your best success. But I won't do it. I've like bought ads and done all this other stuff before in my past. I decided on YouTube I wasn't gonna. This was kind of the place I wanted to, I guess, retire as a content creator, however that looks, whenever that looks. And as part of that, I wanted to see for the first time ever what I could do 100% organically. And so I haven't bought ads, I haven't done anything. I just found it interesting that I've just been a failure at doing this for so long. And, you know, like, just do some view botting. You too can, come up with the big dog. And it's all a game, too, because, like, the companies, like Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff, they don't care about view botting. And they don't want to stop it. Twitch had this whole thing a while ago, but, it backfired, and they just rolled it back, and they just allowed botting again without restricting it. And the reason why is because the numbers are better. Like, the sheer numbers are better. And outside of, a human being that's using their brain as a viewer, there isn't really a way to tell if someone's botting or not. Like, you and I know that if we go and we see that somebody, like a small streamer, has like 2,500 viewers and there's like 3 people chatting, that they're definitely view botting. But big companies and advertisers and stuff like that, they just want the data. They just give me the data, just show me the facts, just give me the charts, and like that's how we'll spend our money. And so it behooves like YouTube and stuff to have bigger view numbers, to say, oh, well, at any given day 45 million people are watching live streams. And so, you want to advertise with us because that's 45 million eyes you could have on you. And, the advertisers aren't sitting there being like, and it's a poor investment on them. Like, it's bad for the investors because they're not getting their returns from that. Like, there's no return to be had from a view bot. But they will pay more money because bigger number means bigger money. And so, therefore, the platforms aren't incentivized to do anything about it. And by using those view bots, you will position yourself higher in the algorithm, which means more real human beings. And generally, if more people see you, the more chances you have of finding success as a content. That's what visibility is the big thing. That's why, like TikTok. has been so big, and why I do like streams where I put them both in the vertical feed and the horizontal feed. And it's because I get more reach. My reach is high, and higher reach always translates to benefits for me as my success. So view botting is just a fake way of doing it. And it's not morally right. It's not a moral answer. And again, like I said, I don't have any plans of doing it, but unfortunately, you could kind of see why people because it's like, does everybody want to be me? Do they want to be on YouTube and they want to work their butt off and try their best and do everything they can for so long only to find, you know, almost no success? Like, not everyone's like me. Not everyone has like a day job that does well for them. That they enjoy, and, like, they just do what they want and not have to work. Some people legitimately want to make this their living. Kind of thoughts, I guess. Content creators, like, kind of weird, like, mentally. I think one of the biggest advice that I see a lot of, like, big creators do is, like, you know, tell people that you really need to, if you want to be a content creator, you really, really need to be real with yourself to decide whether you could actually handle being a content creator. Because it might not happen today or tomorrow or the next day, but, like, at some point you're gonna kind of have, like, a lot of existential thoughts about what you do and why you're doing it and how you feel about how people present that they view you, and to be able to, like, not take that so seriously and be so, like, mortally wounded by it and stuff. Because I mean, it'll, you know, when your highs are high and your lows are low, that's a very hard thing to do mentally. It's hard to put yourself in a position where, like, when you have all the views, you have all these people viewing you, you've got the people, members, and paying money, and telling you how great you are, and all this stuff. It's like, you know, you really kind of feel a certain way. But inevitably, especially when you're small, that goes away. And then you're kind of left having to cope with that. And it's really hard not to feel like you're some sort of a terrible human being. Or whatever. Like right now, like I've been on this kind of arc of feeling like nobody cares what I do. I'm not doing anything valuable. Seeing, I don't resonate with people. It's like I feel this way, and I've been doing it long enough that I know that it's natural to feel this way, but at the same time, like I can't be that hard on myself, because it's a lot of it's just kind of self-made. But it's just funny, because like, it's like, to a certain degree. But it's also, there's a lot of little, like, sneaky bits to what a person. And, like, there's, like, kind of this, like, human element. But then again, you know, if you just wanna buy a license for Suno and just slam frickin' videos out all day and night, I suppose that's probably a lot easier mentally. It's like you're not really gonna, you're limited in how horrible you can feel about what you're making because are you really even making it? I was totally supposed to do something, and this game is crap. It is like Dragon Quest Builders in the way that it's just crap. Like I just can't stop doing things. There's all these little things to do, and I just want to do all of them. I want to get it all. I want to make the world beautiful. Fix all of it. Training waterfall. Imagining you're just placing a boulder. Oh, no, you have to have, yeah, a seat. Oh, a seat under the waterfall, but on the water. Is this going to turn into a Sometimes I wonder what it's like to do other projects, though, too. Like, if I was like a game developer, you, like, make a game. Like, people are so hard on game development. And I feel like a lot of the problems come from, like, game publisher. Or, like, the bean counters, the corpos that, like, hold the money. But yet you hear people just say horrible things about, oh, we're supposed to talk about horrible things about the devs. Like, the devs are just, they're all, like, just the worst human beings of all time that want just, like, misery and cheap garbage to players. And I've never met a dev that's been like that. I've met so many passionate people that really love what they do, have a big heart about what they love. That's not the case for all devs. I haven't met all devs. It's like, imagine, like, I try to think to myself, like, imagine you, like, learn all these skills, and you have this idea that you think is so cool and so great, and you spend, like, years on it. Like the worst video, like, I've ever made took me, like, weeks to make. And when it didn't do good, I was like, ooh. But, like, imagine if I spent, like, years, like, honing my skills, learning coding, learning animation, learning modeling, 2D art, learning UI, learning scripting, like a dialogue, you know, story writing, like, you know, learning a program, learning audio middleware, learning music and audio, and all the different things that it takes, you know. Because, like, that's what, like, a small indie dev basically does. Like, you know, they always get outside resources to some degree because it's, you know, crazy. Like, imagine doing all that and then being so proud of what you did, feeling so good, feeling so confident, feeling so proud, and then putting that out and then watching people just tell you how crap it is. And, like, make assumptions about, like, your character as a person. I feel like that would be just so brutal. It could be way worse than anything I ever go through doing this stuff. Drive me crazy. You're making me crazy. It would probably seem a lot cooler if I actually did stuff in it, but thank you. And I hope you have a great night, man. Sleep well. Now this stuff is like very Animal Crossing to me. Bean seeds. Builds. Hoot hoot. Hoot Hoot's internal clock is precise at all times. I like how this actually looks like the actual like. Now we get to see what Kevin's about. Sweet smelling honey. If you spread somewhere a Pokemon, that Pokemon will return home. Oh, here's the photo. Oh, you get a little thing for it. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the. I like how the fruits they go. Refresh. Refresh. Ah! Rude! I just popped his bed right out from under him. We streamed for 3 hours. I think we're gonna call it at that. I am getting really tired. I didn't really sleep last night. So. Head out, but thank everybody for coming in, checking the subs and the thumbs up and all the nice things you do. And the good chats. Hope everybody has a fantastic night. I appreciate you. I am going to continue workout month, so tomorrow we'll probably do the Fist of the North Star fitness boxing game before we get back into doing the VR fitness stuff. And then we're going to play some Shujinko too, probably this weekend sometime. So get some more Japanese learning done as well. We got lots of fun stuff going on. I like this game a lot. It's so hard because I just get so addicted. Like the weird grindy stuff that I just obsess over. Very peaceful, and I'm definitely going to be just nerding out on this wildly forever. Thanks everyone so much. We'll catch you on the next one. You have a fantastic night. We'll just good night.